Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of my modded Let's Play series here on the Unbound mod pack. I was out a lot collecting, what are these called here? Lily pads, yes. Because I've been doing a lot of decorating around the area because, well, I just wanted to look all nice, right? And I really wanted to have more lily pads, and I just came back with 50. And I really don't feel like it's enough yet. Oh, what am I stuck on? That was weird. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go get more. The swamp is quite far, and I did not set a home there because I thought, man, I have enough for sure. But yeah, I just decorated this entire shoreline over here. Ooh, the bouncing is gonna drive you guys nuts. There we go. We're standing still. Let's get rid of one of them. That's too much, 4 in a row. Let's put it right here. So I need to get a couple more, but let me just show you here real quick now what this looks like. This is, by the way, turning into one of my favorite toys right here. The impulsion wand. Real fast. It's really nice. So I decorated all this today, the shoreline, right up here in the trees and so on. I didn't need to do much, but I just wanted it to be more dense, right? And the sugarcane for right now, I'm going to let it grow to all 3 high because I actually don't have any more sugarcane. So I'm going to need to harvest all these a couple times, and then I'm going to make them different heights with string or something. Because if they're all 3 high, it's quite boring, right? So I like this. And I don't think I'm going to do much more work on this shoreline here itself. Maybe deco craft some items, you know, I was thinking over here, for example, right there in this area. I wanted to build like a picnic area or whatever. And up here, I think I'm going to do a little bit more. I haven't touched this. This is natural. This is the way it was. But I think I would like to have a little bit more stuff over here. But let's come over here and let me show you guys what I did between the episodes. Number one is I went to... let me just show you guys real quick. The roguelike dungeon after the stream, and I brought everything up, right? So I put chests here. This is all the leather armor we got, all kinds of mob drops. I'm just gonna stop on every chest for a couple seconds. If you guys want to see more what's exactly in it, you can pause the video. Ton of enchanting books, you know, no reason to go through all of them. Then over here we have swords and pickaxes. This one is pretty nice here. This is a very nice pickaxe. Potions. Then here we have all the different armor. I did lose my my diamond boots in that live stream. They broke completely, so I made new ones and used the same enchanting plate to put the enchant spec on. Here's all kinds of random gobbledygook. That's nice to get a free anvil, 42 chests, you know, gold and so on. I'm gonna leave it for here right now. If I need anything, I know where it is. We got bows and arrows, and we got shovels, tons of shovels. I mean, 3 diamond shovels, holy moly. And then here we got shields, okay? So you guys seen everything. And I also wanted to show you real fast just another build I made here a while ago that was going to be our continuing place, our next base. It's a nice location. There is a village right there. There's a village right here, and there's a village right there. These 2 villages. There's also a roguelike dungeon right here. This one. Okay, so there's a village right over here and one right there, and this was gonna be kind of like a saloon on the road between these 2 villages, right? So I came up with this design right here that I showed off in the last live stream real quick, but I wanted to show you guys in the video as well in case you didn't see the live stream, so you know what I did. But I'm not gonna use it for anything right now, but I wanted to show you, so in case you guys have any ideas of what mod we could do here. I mean, it's a nice little building. I'm very happy how it turned out. This is the inside. It's completely empty. Well, not completely. There's a little bit decorations over here. And then I also made a little infinite water source over here that looks like the water is coming out of the rock right here in case I need an endless water source for something, right? And initially, I wanted to do crossroads and or factory tech in this one. But I'm not going to touch those 2 mods until they're further developed. They have a lot of potential. They look like really a lot of fun. The problem is crossroads. It's very complicated to make these Rube Goldberg-like machines. But all you can do with it is you can only process copper ore with it. Nothing else. You cannot process iron, silver, anything. Gold, only copper. So I don't see the point in that. You know, you spend a lot of materials and stuff to get these machines, and then all you get is copper. Who needs copper? And the other one is this factory tech mod here that by default, I upped the durability of these parts here, like the saw blade and the basic gears and so on, by at least a factor of 5. Okay? But these machines don't use any power. No RF. They all use their parts up. So you need in a machine, let's say a saw. I don't know which one it is. I don't want to look for it. But you need to give it a saw blade. You need to give it a gear. And then maybe something else like a belt or something. And I tried it in a creative world. And after 5 logs, the parts broke. And a part, for example, here, this basic gear costs 4 iron ingots to craft. You can then use it and smelt it back down into 6 nuggets, yes. But still, that's not doable. I mean, the amount of resources you would need to process your resources don't make it worth it, right? So they definitely look like a lot of fun, and we might use parts here and there, or I'm gonna revisit it when they updated the mods. You know, when they are more, I don't know, fine-tuned, whatever you want to call it. So I just wanted to show you guys this. Keep this place in mind. It's called the Mesa Base, if we ever want to use it for something. Okay. I'm trying to get everything out of the way so we can get started with today's project. Right here, I made a coke oven. You guys have seen me make a million of those, and a blast furnace. And I needed a bunch of steel to make this engineering skyhook, as well as the structural cable connectors. And all this other stuff in here, guys, don't get confused. This is just leftover stuff because I haven't cleaned up yet. As well as when I collected all the lily pads, I picked up a bunch of clay. You can never have enough, right? Right here, I put a wooden fluid pipe with a redstone engine. This lever is on, so it pumps the cryoseed up into this drum, right? So that's it. Very basic setup. And all that is for over here. I want to build a starting factory over here. We're going to stay in this area, I decided, because I really haven't built much here yet. Where's my skyhook? There it is. We really haven't built anything. My FPS is, you know, okay, right over here. It was 48 for a second, but I usually get 60 FPS here, no problem. What is all this stuff on the right-hand side? I have no idea. Man, that's a lot of text. But anyway, so I want to build over here a factory, and I made a way to get over there, you know, kind of role-playing so you can get over here. I don't know if I'm going to use it often, but I thought it was really cool. I wanted to have a quicker way of coming over here instead of a bridge, and I kind of like it, right? We're going over in our beginning of our factory, so why not have some wires come over here? But check it out. Up here, right in this area, I want to start building something. I don't want to tear down this forest just yet. I only want to tear down as much as we need. And I don't know what style I'm going to build yet either. But right here is a little river that starts and it runs into the ocean right there. So I was thinking we're going to get started with setting up 2 water wheels right here. One here and one here. And the water runs down into the stream. And then if we want more water wheels, I was thinking up to 5. We can have 2 right here. And then let's say another one here. Another one here. And then another one right here. So we can have 5 water wheels here. And I think we can make that look really cool. Maybe put a little bit of a water feature behind it. So it looks like there's a stream or some kind of water running to these 5 different wheels. That I think this could be really cool. So that's what I'm going to get started with today. So I'm going to go ahead and get together all the water wheels that we need. The 5 dynamos. And also, you know, stone bricks and whatever. So I can start fortifying this over here a bit. Oh, there's one more thing I didn't show you yet. I made a Botania area. I know how much you guys are tired of seeing Botania, so I decided to do all of this off camera. There's much to it. Sorry, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I wanted it to be ready. So if there's something we want to make, we have it, right? So right here, I have 4 hydrogenas. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 to these 2 spreaders. They go right here. And I have 8 more right now. Okay. And just give us some passive power. So when the time comes, we're ready, right? Right here, we got living wood and living rock. And there's the drawers for that. I actually have a bunch, I think. 36 and 67. And then I got all 16 of these flowers right here. Set up with a bunch of birch drawers. And I really tried to make the area look natural. Overgrown. You know, lots of these are called carpets. Yeah, you just you make them just like carpets, but with leaves. Hey, buddy. Why are you here? Okay, hold on a second here. Excuse me. What is happening? I don't know why he spawns here. I have a bunch of these mega torches around. He's not supposed to spawn, but he came right here. I am going to get me a Silk Touch enchant from my shovel here. Because we are gonna have to do a lot of landscaping over there. And I don't want to lose any of that puzzle. We cannot make that yet. We can make it later on with the metallurgic infuser here. I saw that with biofuel on this, or this way right here, which this rich pytho grow, you need slag from thermal expansion, so that's not going to be that easy to make. But yeah, so later on we can make it, but until then I do want to keep a lot of the puzzle that we are tearing out. And I might as well have something with Silk Touch, right, if we ever need it again. So now let me show you guys my idea here. I only had enough to make 4 of the triple water wheels right now. I need to make. I need to wait for more cryo seed to be made, because you need a lot of treated wood for this stuff. I forgot. And then I also need to make a 5th one of this. Just that I think I have enough. Excuse me. Wires and connectors and these things here, the wooden posts, the wall mounts, and the relays. I think I have enough of this, but I'm trying to decide right now. I think these water wheels here, I put 2 down just to get a feel for the size, right? And you guys can see the water is gonna come down here. So it will be something like this. And then let me get more. And I opted for the chiseled cobblestone because it has an more worn feeling to it instead of the very clean stone bricks, right? So the water is gonna come out here. Why does this not line up? Oh, there we go. I need another one. There we go. So the water is gonna come here in some kind of a basin and then run over these 2. And I'm leaving a little bit of a divider right here. Let me just close this up right now. Right there, just so these 2 are separated. I kind of want to have these 2 separated. And then there's going to be 1 dynamo down there and 1 dynamo down here. And then I want to run them up. You know, right there is 1 wire going to come up to one of these posts right here. And then 1 over there. So you guys get the idea. And why I think I need to push this back a little bit is because if I put the next one all the way out here, I want to have them, you know, offset a little bit. This is the center. And this is 7, it takes a space of 7 by 7, each one of these water wheels. So if I put the next one over here, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to go all the way to this block out there, which would block this river, right? I need to landscape a little bit here anyways. I need to shave this off a little bit. And then I was thinking of possibly putting in retainer walls on both sides. It would only make sense. You wouldn't have this open all the way to over here. So when it actually goes into the ocean, the retainer walls end right here, and we might put some other structure across here diagonally, so it looks like, you know, more like a safety kind of thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably have to push this back here a couple of blocks. I want to push this whole setup back about 3 blocks. So this divider right there would be here, because that leaves me more room over there, and then I can also have these start further back here. You know, I totally forgot how big these things are. But that is what I wanted to have the Silk Touch shovel for, so I can actually pick up all this puzzle here and not lose it, and then reuse it if I need it, you know, because it's not gonna, I don't think it spreads. I'm pretty sure it does not spread. But anyway, so just to give a little update, I got a lot of terraforming. I keep saying terraforming. It's landscaping. Terraforming is when you actually change the biome type. We're just shaving it down, so it's landscaping, and then we'll see what it looks like. I'm making a bunch of blue dye right now because I'm gonna need a bunch of blue stained glass, and I don't really want to use my lapis for it. And now that we have this Botania area set up, it makes it quite easy. I'm probably gonna set up some kind of an automated shearing and bone mealing system here eventually, where all I do is right click the pedal, then it does that, and so on. Instead of making a really big setup that is fully automated, I think we're gonna get started with something like that first, just to make it easy to get vines overall. And I cannot put this one in here, so we're just gonna place it right there, because this one only takes the full durability ones. And then I'm gonna make sure that I put, wow, that's a lot. I made a lot. Let's just go with 2 stacks, and the rest of these petals we put in here, so I have some. And let's go ahead and make a bunch of blue dye. Oh wow, that was weird. I thought it used this up for a second. Alright, there we go. Now we got 2 stacks. And let's go back home real quick and see if I have... Yes, I have glass. Okay. And I think it's 1-to-1, right? Or is it 1-to-8? It is 1-to-8. Oh my god, I have blue dyes for days. Okay, I think 2 stacks of glass should be enough for now. Hopefully. I'm gonna leave the rest of the dye in my inventory. It doesn't matter. I got enough room right now. So let's go ahead and head back over to the area and let me show you guys what it looks like now. I think I got the water wheels worked out pretty well. I like the way they are. And I also started shaving the river a little bit. I have to shave a lot of that to make it look good, I think. Let's come over here. And then let's get up there. That's my vantage point that I've been using right there. So that's what it looks like. So we got the 2 right there and then the 2 shifted over like this. I think it looks pretty good so far. And then I try to figure out the... It's best to show you from down there. You know, right here, I already shaved this down a little bit. It's very narrow, so I have to go back much further. And then here it's quite narrow as well. I want to make it, I don't know, a little bit wider. And then all the way down. And you guys see there's no water here right now because I blocked it off over here. And instead of using sand or something, I used cobblestone so I actually know what blocks I actually placed down there. Because a lot of times when I use dirt or something, then you can't really tell which ones have you placed, which ones were there. So I just put a wall there. And I used these spruce logs here to kind of go... I always left about 3 blocks space between them. And just kind of tried to go with the top of this here. With the flow, right? And the same on the other side over there. This gap here looks a little bit wider than the others, but it's actually 3 diagonal. Actually, that's not true. That would be 1, 2. Yeah, 3. It's 3. So this is kind of where I want to shave it to. But my thing is, I don't really want to shave it down all the way straight. That's going to look kind of silly. So I think I'm only going to shave down like up here. Like from here. Something like that. And then I'm going to shave down 1 more over on this side. And so on. So it looks a little bit natural. And then mix in somehow the actual cobblestone bricks. So I probably want to go right here. So it actually looks like it's being retained, right? Like these right here need to be replaced completely. There, I'm not sure what, if I want to go with the same ones here or not. Let's see. Not really sure. So I would probably actually go like this here. Let me get rid of this again. Something like that. Let's see what that looks like. It's not too bad. I might have to do something with that. And I've been getting a bunch of vines from the mining age. I just plant 2x2 jungle trees and then take off the vines for as high as I can reach. Break the jungle tree and then replant it. So that's the easiest way for me to get vines. And then we can also get a stack of mossy cobblestone. And then I saw there's a bunch of cool looking things in here. Yeah, like right there, there's a mossy cobblestone. Let's try this one here. And then I also wanted to do... Yeah, let's go here and let's do the cracked ones. Okay, so then I would probably, you know, change out things right here. Let's see what that looks like. That's perfect. That's exactly the same one, just with mossy. And then right there. Perfect. So we don't need to use the smooth. And I really like the texture of these much better than the stone bricks. I'm very happy that I decided to go with cobble. Because it just makes it more weathered and better looking. Anyway, so we got these done. Let me show you around. On each one of them, I left a little bit of like a stairway down to where I placed the kinetic dynamo. Because you can only get the power out on the top. Right? I actually didn't try that. Did they maybe change that? Can we actually now change? No, we can just rotate the machine. Wait, what? So there's 1, 1, 2. I'm pretty sure it's the one with the hole, right? Let's come down. If you use this, you don't take any fall damage. Yeah, this one right there. Let's go ahead and place the water wheel so we got these out of the way. And I'm only gonna go with 4. I initially said 5, but I think if I put another one in the front of all of these, it's gonna be too much. You know, because then where would this be? All the way in the front. It's just too much. I think we're gonna be fine with 4 for free power. Let me go ahead and sleep this away real quick. I love my sleeping charm. Oh, I didn't mention it yet. I made a magnet from Botania. I was so happy because all this landscaping, right? A lot of the blocks always fell down, and I don't want to waste anything. So I just made a simple ring of magnetization. We had enough mana, which was cool. You know, very simple recipe. All I needed to make was 8 of these mana steel. I used the glass instead of the glass pane. Then with the gold and the iron, you make this thing here. What's it called? Magnetizing mana lens. And then the ring. And it seems that Botania has fixed it so you can put the baubles back in here. It used to be for a short while at least that it crashed the game, or when you played on a server, the server. And of course I made a mana tablet, which was very easy. I used the mana pearl, not the diamond, and filled it up. That's all the mana I had left. So it's been charging with hydrogenas over there. I check every few hours if it's still going. So now we got a ring of magnetization, which is cool. But now, before I put the water in, like I said, I'm not gonna make them super, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimized. I don't want to get the full, I think you can boost them to, what is it, 84 or 86 RF a tick. We're not gonna get that much because that requires you in the back here to do, I would have to push this wall further back and then have water running this way and coming back out. And I made a screenshot once, which is one of the top most viewed on Google Images on how to optimize your water wheel. It's pretty cool. I might, if I remember, overlay a screenshot right now and then also put a link to it in the description in case you guys want to optimize it. But I think the water, we have to try this real quick. Can the water, I don't have any water. I did not fill my bucket again. Oh, and I also made a watering can, by the way. I tried this one here from Tiny Progression earlier when I was doing the jungle trees. I didn't want to keep going back to get more bone meal. I made this one because this one doesn't break. Okay, or I shouldn't say that. You don't need to refill it. It's just a normal watering can, which is really nice for us to spread grass or anything. And it waters a 3x3 and it works just like any other watering can. But just in case you guys see it in my bag, you know why I have it. So let's see here real quick. I want to see if the water flows here or here. So let's put this right there. And it should start turning this already. Yes, there we go. Okay, so it does come down here. So that means I need to put the... come on, let me get there. Which, by the way, is pretty cool. I think... I don't think it's from the helmet. I think the Vikio maybe. I can be underwater forever. My breath baubles don't go down. I'm not sure why. But it's one of those two. So the glass needs to go right here. It's gonna fall down here. No, I need to do that from the top first. Sorry, guys. Let me get up here. The thing. Oh, let's come over here. So I'm gonna have the water flow over right there. So I need something down here, which would be... Does this one block it? Well, we have to try this real quick. It's been so long since I set these up. Because I got tired of always using water, right? Okay, so there's one. Let's just use one for right now and see if that... Oh, that's perfect. This is perfect. I like this. This looks good. The way this runs over here. But then on the bottom here, that's where I need to go. Now I need to check real quick how high the water is up. How many layers? Alright, get up there. Okay, so it's up to here. I am standing on 63. So that's how high the water needs to go. Because otherwise it's gonna look weird, right? So we need to come up to 63. Come on. Oh my goodness. Why is it so hard? Okay, I just closed this off. So I am on 60. 62. So this is the top of the water here. So right here is where I want the water to be double placed. Okay, it's hard to explain what I mean by that. Let me just fill 2 buckets of water here real quick. So we have enough. Oh, I have a second one right there. Gimme. I was gonna make a water stick, but that requires me to make a runic altar first. And so on, so I was not ready for that. Whoops, let's come over here. Fill this one. And this one, and this is not becoming an endless water source. I can make this an endless water source real quick. If it cannot flow, it becomes an endless water source. But because right now it's taking the path of least resistance downwards, I like this a lot. This turned out better than I expected. Really cool. Okay, so down here the water comes down, and then I need it to come also and flow from here. So let me show you real quick what I mean by that. So the water will be also here. So it looks like it's actually splashing into this river, right? But before I will actually use this, I need to bring the water level up to this once I'm done with all the other 3 here. So this is an actual river. But before it, like I said, before I can do that, I need to finish shaving this down and fill in this entire thing here with water. And then we can put this over here. Now, okay, let me show you one more thing that I am going to do that I remember. And that is down here. Let me check here real quick. I think it is actually right here. So I think it needs to be like this. Like that, okay? This is now an L shape, and now you guys see it's spinning much faster because it's actually pushing against this part, this level of blades, and then also against this level of blades, and of course on the bottom. So this is the only optimization I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything in the back, and it's actually spinning quite fast. So we're probably really close to... I'm guessing we're at least at over 70 RF on this. I have no way for me to measure this. I don't have Ender IO. I might be able to do this with the voltmeter or something like that, but I don't want to right now. So this is what I'm going to set up for all the other 3 here and shave this down. It's looking good so far. But I'm going to tell you that filling in a river or any body of water... Well, a square body of water is easy, but a river like this, you got to place 1,000,005. Buckets of water over and over and over. It's a real pain in the butt. But then I remembered, we have technology. I also started a little bit of decorating these walls here. I'm going to have to do more, of course. But I wanted to submerge it in water first to see how it looks first. And like I said, we have technology for this, especially because we have Buildcraft. So I made a pump and a floodgate. This is one of my favorite blocks from the past. Excuse me, remember this very well. The only thing I don't remember is if it fills to its level or underneath it. But if it fills underneath it, all I gotta do is, move it up one more time. But as far as I remember, I think it fills to its level. So it's going to be submerged in water, right? I think I remember that. But of course I gotta give it water. And in order to do that, I made a bunch of Buildcraft pipes. And I do not know if I'm going to need the wood extraction pipe from the pump, because I know the pump auto pushes liquids out into adjacent inventories. Can I place it? Maybe if I jump. Yes, nice. Okay, and I made, I don't know if this needs power. I don't think the floodgate needs power, but I made 2 redstone engines anyway. One we're gonna put on top here. And we're gonna give this a go. What? I cannot place a block there? Okay. Let's place a block on top. Maybe? There we go. Alright, so this is gonna go, and this is gonna start pumping water now. And let's see if it's gonna push the water out. It takes a little while here, and then it scoops up a bucket. Okay? And I might be able to speed this up with 2 engines. I'll put another one here. Because I don't think that this needs any kind of build cover. Oh, there we go. The water's coming. And now it's going to fill. It's gonna check. It did it. Okay. So I don't know how long this is going to take. It put it directly underneath it. Where did it put this one? Next to it. So it looks like it's coming out from itself, but I don't know if it's gonna fill the water blocks underneath it. I thought that it used to do that, but it might just fill the top one first. It's been a long time since, you know, we had Buildcraft available to us. Last time was in 1.7.10. And I haven't used the Floodgate since then. So I'm just gonna let this run and see if it will fill up my river here. But definitely the answer is it will fill to itself. These are probably the outlets right here. That's what where the water comes out on. And this is much easier because I'm lazy, you know, than doing it by hand. So that's really nice. And I'm going to wait this out and then we'll see what it looks like when it's done. So I moved the floodgate over here all the way down to this level because it did not fill this. When you come over here, you can tell that when, like, let's say I go into this deep one here. You know, I have it very easy to get back up, right? So that means those are all source blocks. But over here, when I went underneath this, it's almost impossible to get up. There we go. It's really much slower, right? So these are not source blocks. These up here. It just placed them up here, and this is actually flowing water. So what I did is I moved it down here, and now that it's finished this level, I'm gonna move it back up one, like that. And now it should fill this level here, right? We should see this happening here very shortly. Alright, it's all done. I added 2 more redstone engines, and that sped it up a lot. Now, last thing to do for me is to change out all the underground, or underwater, I should say, grass blocks, because I dislike underwater grass a lot. If you guys watch my vanilla series, you know that. And here it is at least very easy for me to replace them. And they should not turn into grass again once they're submerged. At least I hope so. So, it's done. Our river is done. I'm very happy about this. Now the last thing to do here for me is... How much sand do I have on me? None. Okay, I have some in the bag, but it's okay. I gotta remove this wall here still, so let's just pick up all this stuff first. Like that, and I think I'm just gonna put a dirt here, yeah. Let's see if there's any other things we need to fix. I don't like when like these logs or the walls or stuff come down to a certain level, and then underneath that, actually I think I am taking, I am losing air bubbles, but I think the Aqua Affinity, no, not the Aqua Affinity, the Respiration 4 that I have just slows it down so much that I thought I'll never run out. Okay, what I was saying is, like, if something like this here, remove this, you guys see the wall and then a dirt underneath it, I don't like that. I always want it to look like, hey, the retaining wall and the logs and so on go all the way down. So whenever I see these spots, I fix them. So that is all done. Now the other thing is that I wanted to test here first is we still need to make the water come over the glass. I don't want to be able to see the glass, right? But instead of just setting up new source blocks here, what we could do is put something right here for a quick second. So it spills over like that. And then, oh, give it to me. Alright, spills over like that. I wanted to see what that looks like. This actually looks really nice. You guys see how it comes down in waves? Isn't that cool? I like that a lot. Does it still spin the same speed than the other one? Okay, the bouncing is driving me nuts. It does. It looks like they're spinning the same speed. I was just worried if it's still gonna flow down as well, that when I blocked it and then unblocked it. But I'm pretty sure we are getting the water underneath it. So let me get up here so I can remove this. Actually, we can test this. We don't see any water underneath right now. And yes, it did fill again, right? Yep, I see the water flowing down there. Okay, cool. Now let's take a quick look-see. Come on. Hello? Get up there. Look how nice this looks. I'm really liking this. This turned out better than I had expected in the beginning. So let me do these two, and then we're gonna figure out the water on the top. So I had to move these up one, because if I want to have the water running here, it wouldn't make sense to have this standing in the water, right? Now, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be a way for me to have these wires not run through the water. Because otherwise I would have had to leave a gap between this one and this one. There's just, I cannot think of a way of how to get, I guess there is a way if I run these wires instead of over here, if I have them come through the stone right there. That actually is not a bad idea. And there is a really cool block that I like for this. We're gonna make that real quick together here for a second. And while I get this stuff together, I wanted to talk to you guys about the format of this series, because some of you are used to me getting a lot more things done in an episode, an entire project and so on. But in case you're new to my channel or this Let's Play series, this replaces my old 1.72 series, 1.710 series, where we took our time. There it is. This is the one I think I like. Where we took our time doing things, doing it right, making it look good, making it look practical, and still aesthetically pleasing, right? And I'm hoping I'm doing justice to that in this series as well. So that is why it's taken longer in this series to get things done, because I want to do a lot of things with you guys. Man, there we go. There it is. That's the one. So I'm going to need 4 of these. You know, because this is going to be a long series. Other series like, let's say, Crimson Skies and so on. Once you're done with the quest book or whatnot, then it's when we usually move on to the next one. So that's the reason why this series probably feels to a lot of you much slower if you're new to my channel. And old-time viewers or long-time viewers. Not old-time. You don't need to be old. You can be a long-time viewer and still be young, right? They know this format and they love it. So I'm hoping that you guys are liking it. So what we can do here now is, let me show you on this one and then I change the other ones over. The only problem I'm gonna have here, it does need to come up on this side. No, I can move this one forward. Yeah, that's what we can do. So I don't even need the extra relay. I can just come directly here. So this was the one right there. So we can come to right here and I can just use the post. Just like that. And then we'll move it over. We put the relay right there. And then I am going to have to spill water here for a minute. But there's nothing I can do. That's okay. Just like that. Yes. And then we can use the wire to come from here to there. And now that it is, the wire is there, we can use this block right here, which I always like because it looks like a conduit or something, you know, where it comes out of the middle. And I think that it, well, it's the best I can do, I guess, without making something, you know, not look silly when it comes out of the ground like that, right? So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have something else in front of you, so you won't be able to tell from the side. And then we can close this up here. Let's just use dirt. Right there. I don't need to go down there. Oh, I should replace this or pick this one up though. I don't want to have this because that's an indicator, hey, there is something in case I dig down then. So this is what we're gonna look like. Right? I think that's better than having it come out of the water. And I'm going to do the other one here in a second. But first, I wanted to take a look with you. Let me just get rid of these two. At the platformer. At this thing right here. Because I have an idea is, okay, again, I don't just want to have water here. I want to actually have flowing water. So what that means is there's going to be water coming from somewhere. I don't exactly know yet where, okay? We're going to have to figure that out. And it's going to, instead of just being a still body of water, I want it to be a flowing body. So when the water comes to the end, it needs to step down. So it needs to come from up higher, right? And then there we can somehow make it look like a spring or something. I don't know yet, right? Or maybe we'll build some kind of a river. What do we have here? Ooh. Well, that'd be something to come from all the way over there to over here. It's doable. It's not too hard. Maybe if I get my hand on a little bit of TNT, we can do that. But another thing is I wanted to do with you guys, because I have not taken one of these down first, is we're going to take down this redwood tree. This redwood tree needs to go away for sure. And I wanted to see what it's going to look like when I take this down. If it's even going to do it. Ooh. Are you going to do it? Oh, I'm so glad it does. Give me all the wood. That's a lot of wood, isn't it? Wow, only 57 from a whole tree like this? I was thinking that's gonna be a lot more, but okay, it's gone. We got it. Good. So the platformer here. So let's say we're gonna have the wall coming over here, right? Just like that. It's gotta be 3 wide because it's 3 wide over here. So this will be broken open and the water will come flowing here. And then the same over here and the same there and here. So this is gonna be the other one that's gonna come down here somehow, right? And then here we'll have it split up. And I don't think I'm gonna split it here. It's just gonna be one stream coming to both of them. Right? We'll figure it out. Maybe we have an upper and a lower, something like that. But of course, I also want it to be one higher. So this is right here. This is where the water is going to be. And we're going to use this platformer mod to make something so we can look around it, right? And you make this here. And what do we need first? We're going to need these here first. And now, this shows you this is what we can make it, right? And we can make this whole thing out of stone. 2 different colors. Or we can make it out of stone and I think spruce. So you can have two color things, right? Which I think is really cool. And I would like to try it out like this. Because I think it would be cool to have more than one color in there. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves a few. Let's just get 10 for now. Okay, and then we would have this. Let's do it right here. Come alongside this. So we have something we can walk on. Okay. All the way around this to make it look like something. And then here it will stop. Something like this. Right? And then, of course, on top of this, we will need the thing right here. And now I was thinking instead of making this also out of wood, what I would like to try is make the top out of that out of stone. Because it's, again, then gonna have more colors in it. So let's get a few of those and see what they look like. Now these are a little bit funky to place. I think if we place them towards this edge, it closes it. Yes, that's what I want. Otherwise, if I go over here, let me just show you guys. You guys see it puts this side thingy here. Thingy. Very technical term. And then the last thing we need to do is we also need to make some rails. And we're going to have to test this first, how they're going to work. Which rail do I like better? This one or this one? I think this one here. Let's get a few of those. And now I want to see is, can I place them on here? No. But I can place them on here. Okay? So that's, I guess, why it's important that I actually do this properly. I need to place this towards me. Like this. So we can have the outside railing. Now, it actually doesn't make any sense to have this on the outside, right? What we actually want this to be is, if I place it here, does it put that gap over to this side? How do I make this? How can I make you... Oh, you can climb up on this. I think I'm gonna have to make this hammer. Let's see here real quick. Add platform. I think I need to make this wrench here, the monkey wrench. I have all of that. Let's just go and make that real quick, and then I'll meet you back over there. Alright, let's see how many clicks it's gonna take with this monkey wrench to do that. I kinda like that you can climb up on the side of this. Oh, but I cannot get all the way. There we go. Alright, because, you know, it really doesn't make any sense. If you fall off here while you break your ankle. Oh, aha. Ah, this is to make the corners. There we go. That's what I want. And then we rotate it to the... Wow, that is a lot of clicks. So I definitely have to figure out how to properly place this in the first place. So let's see. Where'd it go? Here we go. So if I go to here, it's going to make a full one. If I go to here, aha. So opposite of the side that you click on, it's going to make that. Let's test this again if that's true. Opposite of the side, so I click here. Perfect. Okay. Because I really don't want to have to use this, you know, wrench thingy over and over. So this is kind of the idea, because you don't want to fall into this, right? So that's my idea behind this. Now, this is already a quite long episode now. So I think what I'm going to do here is cut it for today. And I'm going to try to figure out how to make it so we can make it flow in here and where the water comes from. I also might work on this right here. How long is this going to be? I kind of want to see here real quick before we end the episode. Oh, guys, how about this? Oh, I like that idea. How about on this end over here? Even though we might never be there, but we know it's there, right? So we might set up something over here. Let's just go there real quick. Why not? Here it is. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Oh, guys, come on. This is gonna be awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and put right here a big pipe entrance, right? Where the water flows into. And then we make like the dark concrete, the black concrete in back, so it looks like it's a real tunnel entrance, right? And then on our side, let's come over here so we can see this again. And then on our side, I'm just gonna use this guy right now. Maybe. Come on. And then on our side, somewhere up here, we have the pipe come back out of the ground. And then from there, we can have the water flow down. How cool would that be? And then maybe even have the water, let's say the factory is right over here, right? In this area. Maybe have in the middle of the factory a graded, I don't know if it's called graded or crated floor where you can look down and you actually see the stream coming through the water, the river. I think that's going to be awesome. And then when we have all that, of course, we have the power here already and so on. And then we can get started. So, next time, I'm going to have all this prepared. The tunnel entrance over there and over here and how we want to lay it out over there. And then we'll continue there. That's it for today. I'm very pleased how this turned out. It looks very good. I'm very happy about this. I guess the only thing that I would like to see a little bit different maybe down here. Because this doesn't look very natural, this triangle here, right? Maybe we have to put something here. I don't know, maybe a fence post or maybe iron bars or something like that. So it looks like it's kind of holding it in there. If you guys have any idea of what I could put here, there, or there to make this look better. Oh, I just had an idea. Maybe I just double these. And then on the top and the log right here. Something like that. But I'm going to wait for you guys' comments. Maybe you have a better idea than me. A lot of times you guys have much better ideas than me. But anyways, next time, pipe. And then we're going to get started on our factory build over here. And until then, guys, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.